Hello lovelies, this week I started a pin board on Pinterest called Cabinet of Curiosities, and I looked up quite a few of these. They're really interesting, how people just have little collections of things, and yeah, I just really like the idea of it. Look at this one, so beautiful, just stuffed full. So what I thought I would do this week is make a journal that is also a Cabinet of Curiosities. So I've combined the two. Now I've made it so that you can hang it on the wall. And I'm going to show you how I made it right now. You can choose any fabric you like, of course, to line the box. So I'm just going through this, but I've found this christening gown that I've had for ages. It's absolutely beautiful. And I just think it's time that I started using some of these things and repurpose them into beautiful journal pages. I'm also choosing other fabrics that will go with my theme, and I really love this doily. It's all hand embroidered. Next is choosing your papers. I've just pulled out a whole load of white and gold, that kind of theme that I'm looking for. Got wallpaper and bits, just lots and lots of bits. I'm sure you've all got lots of paper lying around. This is the ones that I use between the pages, the greaseproof paper. So yeah, just choose a few really nice bits that you want for the journal. And we need to make our journal so it fits on top of the box. So that's what I'm starting to do now, is get my pieces together that will fit within there. Yeah, just move it along, but I'll speed it up now because I'm sure you don't need to sit and watch me getting my papers together. We've all done that. Then what I'll do is take my pages to the sewing machine and just do a bit of stitching. There I've actually put the page together with a bit of fabric. So I just add a little bit of depth just to some pages, not all. And you'll see here I've actually sewn up the pockets, pages, so they're all ready to go as well. So you do all that before you sew the signature together. Next, grab yourself a drop sheet, anything will do. This is old wrapping paper, which I end up usually using for pages down the track because they end up with such beautiful colouring all over the paper once I wipe my paintbrushes off and all that sort of thing. So now I'm going to do some painting. I want to push back the grey there on the page as well because I don't really want grey on my pages. So I'm going to grab some gesso to do that, and yeah, just add a little bit of that to the pages, and then I'm going to get ready to paint. The page that you see on the right was already how I found it, so it's already got some gold paint on it and some markings, but yeah, I'm now going to do some painting on the other pages too.
I've been lying here for too long. I don't know what else to do. I wanna get away from every little thing just to try to make it through. I've been thinking about my options, every detail in my head, but doesn't really matter, nothing matters, so
When I say be adventurous, I mean use anything to do your marks in your journal. This is a feather that I found at the park, but it all turns out beautiful in the end. Just use different things. You can use the end of a paintbrush, you can use a lid dipped in paint, anything to make marks in your journal. The next layer is a little bit of slow stitching just to add another bit of difference to the pages. So again, just have fun with this. It's nothing too serious about a bit of slow stitching, but it's very, very effective on the pages.
I've been staying up all night. Everything I ever worked for.
Because this is a Cabinet of Curiosities journal, I wanted to now choose some images to put in the journal, and I thought that maybe I would use some of my postcards that I got in Paris. So I'm just going to go through and choose ones that I really like the colorings or the imagery.
I've been running circles, trying to catch my breath.
A while ago, my mum gave me this envelope with a few bits and pieces for my journals, and I've also got this little gold Buddha, so I thought I would use some of those pieces to start my Cabinet of Curiosities and add those in there. So let's see what I choose. That was fun, but first I've actually got to line the box ready for my Cabinet of Curiosities. So yeah, I've got this beautiful fabric, and you want more than is just the size of the box, because I want it to sort of look like it's folded over and it's lush in there, if you know what I mean. Before I do, I need to put a hole in the back here to allow me to hang it on the wall. So that's that done just with a screwdriver, easy peasy.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, self-touch your hand in mine, gets me every time.
Alright, let's push that out of the way, and now I've got to make some shelves to go inside my Cabinet of Curiosities. So I'm using this old jewellery box, you know, the kind of thing made out of cardboard, but as you can see it's very red because it was given to me at Christmas, so I need to really push that back now with some paint or fabric. This journal's taken probably a couple of weeks to make because I had to really think about how I was going to get this journal to sit on top of the box, and then when it hangs on the wall, not to fall open. So I've decided this white piece of cardboard will help me out because I didn't want to stick the journal directly onto the box. So I'm using the cardboard as a go-between, but see there, the fabric still shows up, so that's really nice. Alright, that's that done. Now, with the Cabinet of Curiosities sitting on the wall, I've got to be able to tie the journal up so it doesn't flop forward. So I'm using a piece of this stuff, I don't know what it's called. It's really thin, but it will be perfect to keep it in place.
Lost in the city lights, our love's electric, right? You make me feel alive. I know you love.
Remember the little jewellery boxes? Oh boy, they were so red. Took me ages. I painted them like 3 times. So in the end I covered them with fabric, but they're perfect. Just how I want them to be, and I put a little bit of doily there across the front of that one, a little bit of lace doily. and it just looks really lovely. That's how I want it to look. So I'm going to start to put it together now, but obviously they need to be glued down. There we go, nothing's moving, they're all glued down. So got the hole in the back and I can hang it up when it's all put together. So I'm just going to start putting things in. I'm speeding it up a little bit because some of the little bits didn't want to play, so it took me a bit longer to do it. You'll see in a minute it all finished. I'm using some fabric glue to stick things on, and I think they're called light bulb pins. They help as well. There's loads of other things I can add to this, like feathers and bits of leaves that I find. So yeah, have fun with it. So here we are with the Cabinet of Curiosities journal finished. Well, I'll probably add some more things into the curiosities part, but let's have a look at what I did with the journal part. And what I did was chose sayings or bits of poetry that I love. Yeah, so let's get started. You'll see right at the front I've got obviously the christening gown and then another bit of beautiful fabric. And this is the first postcard that I chose, and I really love the patina. It's a Rumi saying, "Be certain that in the religion of love there are no believers and unbelievers. Love embraces all." I really love that. And I did a fabric page with the slow stitching, if you remember that. Just lovely. And that's the back of the handkerchief there. And then this one, when the chips are not exactly down but just scattered about you, discover who your real friends are. Then I love this one. Did I offer peace today? Did I bring a smile to someone's face? Did I say words of healing? Did I let go of my anger and resentment? Did I forgive? Did I love? These are the real questions, by Henry Nguyen. I just love that. It's so, so beautiful. So you'll see the pages that I painted. Then this one here. Each soul taken by violence violates all humanity, by Anthony Douglas Williams. I love that too, especially when we're thinking of animals. Another postcard to go into my Cabinet of Curiosities journal. Earth was created for all of us, not some of us. It's interesting the way the world is at the moment. Some more of that beautiful fabric from the christening gown. I just love it so, so much. It's just beautiful. And then this postcard here, I just love the patina on it, the imagery. It already had some French writing on it, so I just left it. I didn't add anything else to it. It's just something to be admired in my journal. And then some nice pages. There's this little half page that sort of covers this little girl's face, which I really liked. And yes, I've gone a bit mad with the gold Posca. This one here is Nature is not mute, it is man that is deaf, by Terence McKenna. And up the top of the page that I ripped out, it's got Keep It Real. I just thought it really fitted in with this journal. Then this one here, Simple Moments. My granddaughter actually drew that little heart. She's only 4, so yeah, I wanted to include that, as I do in a lot of my journals. This is a middle page. And another postcard. Awakening is not changing who you are, but discarding who you are not, by the great Deepak Chopra. Love his writing. Yeah, just did a little bit of stenciling there. And then another postcard, sort of the same kind of thing, same colouring. Quiet the mind and the soul will speak, by Buddha. Really love that too. And seeing as I've got Buddha in my Cabinet of Curiosities, just sit and be. And I think that's lovely when we're journaling, that we can just sit and be quiet or mindful, whatever you want to say there. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you love. It will not lead you astray. Another Rumi quote. Beautiful. And then some stamps, some religious stamps that I got at Christmas. And this, I think, is a confirmation card from the Catholic Church. I don't really know. I got it in a whole load of stuff. But I'm not really sure how the Catholic Church works, but I think that might be what it is. Christening card, something like that. this cute little angel. Isn't she sweet? Don't know who she is, but she's really sweet. Then another postcard here. And I've written, I am powerful in my feminine energy. Just love that one. And then I got this little bit of paper from a book from How to Learn to Speak English, actually. But it says you must practice until it is easier for you to speak the right way than it is to speak the wrong way. And it kind of fitted in with this journal. And I'm grateful for everything I have. I really am grateful. And this page just lent itself to bubbles of joy. And that's a prayer card there, which I really loved. And then look at this. It's the sleeve of the christening gown. It's so, so beautiful. So I wanted to include that in my journal. That's the back of the handkerchief again. And then this image is a photo of a lady. I just love it. It's so beautiful and serene. And then a little tag that says, I love you. A little reminder to myself. And then that's the fabric stuck to the box. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. Now let's take the lid off and look into my Cabinet of Curiosities. This little thimble just doesn't want to play, keeps moving along. But I don't want to glue it down because it's sterling silver. But yeah, there's all my little curiosities. The little thimble is so, so sweet. And yeah, lots of little bits and pieces there. The brooch that was my great-grandmother's. Really love that. And little Buddha in there and the bee. All things that mean something to me. So when you're making yours, you can add all the little things that mean something to you. And like I said, I'll probably add feathers and other bits. It's going to become something that I add to. I can already see that. Along with the ones that I showed you at the start, you just sort of keep adding to it. And I do often come across little badges or little tiny things in the thrift shop, and I think, what on earth would I use that for? Because it's not flat to add to a journal. But now I've got my little Cabinet of Curiosities, I can add it to that. So thanks so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, I'd love for you to join us. We're a happy little tribe of women here that like all our little bits and pieces. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed.